Good morning, sixth graders. Today is our first actual math lesson. Yesterday you did the diagnostic on IXL. Today we are looking at ratios. So we're combining lessons 1 and 2, but they are both the same, okay? So what is a ratio? The definition of a ratio: the quantitative relation between two amounts showing the number of times one value contains or is contained within the other. Okay, so let's look at this down here. So we can compare two numbers, such as the number of boys to girls in a group. So if we look at these down here, the way that boys to girls is written means that there must be one boy for every 4 girls. Okay? And then when writing ratios, you can write them in 3 different ways. You can write them with the words 2 there in the middle. You can write them with the colon, or you can write them as a fraction, but they all read 1 to 4. Okay, let's look at another example. So we have a co-ed soccer team that has 4 times as many boys as it has girls. Now, if at this point you don't have any paper, you're going to want to get a paper and a pencil, okay, because we're going to need to take notes and practice these problems yourself also. So as we said before, we say the ratio of the number of boys, so boys is first at 4, to the number of girls, which is the second number, 1. And we read it as 4 to 1. So if we have 4 boys and 1 girl, we have a total of 5 players. We can see that there are 4 times as many boys as there are girls because there's 1 girl. Multiplied by 4 is 4. Okay. Now if we have 2 girls, how many boys do we have to have 4 times as many? Well, we have 8 boys for a total of 10 players. And one more time, oops, let's go back quick. If we have 3 girls, 4 times as many boys would be 12 for a total of 15 players. Okay, let's look at another way of looking at this. So you can also use words to describe a ratio. So let's look at a couple examples. So if we have 1 to 12, just pause the video here and think about what might be that 1 to 12. Okay, what words might represent that? Okay, once you're ready, hit play. So let's say for every 1 year, there are 12 months. So 1 to 12, 1 year to 12 months. Okay, what if we look at the next one, which is opposite, 12 to 1. Again, pause, and when you're ready, hit play with your answer. For every 12 months, there is 1 year. Okay, so just the opposite there, 12 months to 1 year. Now we have 2 to 5. What could we use for that? Again, pause the video. When you're ready, hit play. For every 2 non-school days in a week, so the weekend days, there are 5 school days. Okay, 2 non-school days to 5 school days. And then finally, we have 10 to 2. Again, pause and hit play when you're ready. For every 10 toes, there are 2 feet. And if we would simplify this, for every 5 toes, there is 1 foot. I have 5 toes on 1 foot. Okay? Go to the next one. I want you to work on these examples on your own. So there are 3 apples for every 1 orange. Okay, you can see that on the first line of the chart. So 3 apples to 1 orange. And then go ahead and fill in this chart below. So pause the video, you're going to work on your paper, and then when you're ready, hit play and you can look at the answers. So if we have 3 apples to 1 orange, how many apples do we have to 4 oranges? Well, we have 12 apples for 4 oranges. And then if we have 9 apples, how many oranges do we have? Well, we have 3. So we have 3 apples to 1 orange, 12 apples to 4 oranges, and 9 apples to 3 oranges. All of that can go back right here to this 3 apples to 1 orange. So then it asks you to write the table above in ratio form. So we have 3 to 1, 12 to 4, and 9 to 3. Remember, whichever number we wrote first is representing these apples, so we need to make sure that we keep them in that same order. It's very important when writing ratios. Okay, So if you think you're ready to go at this point, then you can go right ahead to your assignment on IXL. If not, there are some more problems that we're going to work through. But you're going to go to IXL, and that'll be listed on your assignment on Edmodo also. You're going to go to IXL and work on the problems under which model represents the ratio. Okay? The goal is to get a SMART score of 100. And I will look at that. If you quit before that, I can also see that. Okay? So if you want more problems, let's keep going on the video. So we have write a ratio that represents the following: circles to squares. Okay, so on your own, you're going to pause the video and work through this problem. You're going to first need to know how many circles and how many squares there are. And then for the second one, triangles to total number of shapes. Okay, so pause the video, work on this on your own, and then hit play when you're ready to see the answers. So if we look at the circles, how many circles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 circles. So we have 4 circles to how many squares? Let's count the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 circles to 6 squares. Now, if we think about before, we could simplify this, make it smaller. For every 2 circles, you have 3 squares, right? So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Then we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's your 4 to 6 there. Let's look at the triangles. So how many triangles do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 triangles. Okay, so 6 triangles to how many total shapes? That means we have to count every single one, including the triangles. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 6 triangles to 10 total shapes. 6 to 10. Again, we can simplify this one and say that if we take half of 6 is 3. So for every 3 triangles, there are 5 total shapes, because 5 is half of 10. Okay? So that's the only problem. If you want more problems than that, because you think you still need more practice before you go to IXL, just contact me and I can get you some. Otherwise, go to IXL, either from Edmodo from your assignment or just there and look at the suggested skills, and you can practice your assignment. Have a great day.